But you go, go, go.
Oh, cute. You say,
It doesn't matter. She's there already. As long
Can
as
we
she's
please
in the
restart
other
that
end.
camera for her?
No, it can be cut.
But don't. Okay.
She can choose later. What do you want to say?
Where do you want to sit here?
Yeah, just started. We have 45 minutes only.
You can sit wherever you want.
No, I can share you my file. You can just start it.
or you can start it. And two of our computers.
Whoever start, just start now.
Yeah. Me?
So don't be nervous. We can just. It's just for
Did she cover my
purposes.
Yeah. I already started. I can share it.
So say whatever.
It's okay. Just do it.
You. Did you do your topic yet?
We'll change the position. I'll change the position.
This is fine. It's fine.
This is yours? Have you done yours? Your first one. Please.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Ling, and my topic is what is your motivations to give the online review? The criteria should be part of the focus group today is that you are already give online review at least one before. So the first thing, can you introduce yourself first?
Me too. I'm also one of the participants. I'm Catherine.
Hello everyone. For everyone who doesn't know me, my name is Daniel Yarosh. I am pursuing a master's degree in hospitality management, and I strive to work in the restaurant industry and ultimately teach. Thank you.
I'm Joel. I'm Layman.
Hello.
So I already told you the topic of my research. So can you just please recall your experience giving the online reviews one, and try to remember why you consider giving the review in the first place. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go first.
Okay, I will go first because I think I have a valid point. So at one of the restaurants that I once ate at in New Jersey, everything was bad about it. The waiter was just terrible. They weren't hospitable at all, and the food wasn't good, and just the ambiance was old-fashioned, and everything about the experience wasn't really good. So that made me want to pursue Yelp and comment on this restaurant because I wanted to inform others of the restaurant so they can save time, energy, and money before actually going to the restaurant. So I was trying to help others with my comment, and I think Yelp.com, which is a restaurant website, does a very good job of illustrating how a restaurant services customers, whether that be through food or service.
So when you mention other, did you mean the other readers or other is the company? When you try to you say you help others, you want to help the restaurants or the other readers.
Oh, good. So I want to actually help the potential customers that will come to the restaurants who will be dissatisfied like I was if they didn't read the reviews or if they didn't take the time to do the online reviews. And I think today we are in a technological world where people are looking at reviews online. But I don't know if your topic is covering reviews on the hospitality industry.
So, do you remember an experience? You have to go to the restaurant sometime. So the experience that you actually give review about or consider giving review. Do you have any experience like that? Could you share with us? Okay. And a restaurant? What is the experience? Why is good?
Treat me well, speak to each other, and just
Okay, so cultural sensitive again, right?
Well, me.
So that's why you consider to give the good work for them. Okay. And what do you want from that? You want them to. What do you want? Like, what is the purpose of giving the review? Feel good. Okay. So you want to try to help others like Daniel?
Me, I have a couple experience of the. I gave the good review for some of the restaurant. I have a I have good impressions. Cause I think that's not only the way to give others the recommendations to help them to find what they want, and I think it's another way for me to repay the restaurant. Because I receive a good service, I want to give them more uh, over more than what I paid them. I want to give them much more potential customers. Yeah.
Well, like in Daniel's case, like they give him a very bad service. So if they
Extremely
give,
bad.
so they give the review that you want to punish them.
Oh, sometimes I will do, but I will not show that what I did that.
So you would only comment on good
Yeah, I will just-
experiences?
Yes, yes.
You don't
I
need to
just-
say anything when you get a bad service.
It happens.
When you get a bad
I have
service.
I have a good tolerance of the bad service. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah, for me, I think it depends on the customer's perspective. Because if I see, for example, if I visit a hotel or restaurant and see I saw something bad for me, maybe in another person's perspective, it's normal or good. So for the interview, I just like the total range or rate. So I don't focus on the details.
I really would you say that you have an experience when buying products online?
Okay, this is why this. When I'm looking at review restaurants, I would say I'm basing on like impressions. So the impression could be good or bad. So there was this one time that I was eating at one restaurant. It was pho. It was like a Vietnamese meal.
I love
So everything was good. The food was really good. It was, I loved it until I noticed something. There was a egg on it. And it was disgusting. Yeah, I went down. Yes, and then when I did so, I started to act negatively. So I started noticing all the negative things, like for example, the cook she never actually washed her hands, stuff like that. And reviewing is not really a big deal because you don't really have website locked up on you, so you really can't tell. But here's the other thing: I don't really like disputing the restaurants. So what I did was that I contributed a review directly to the shop owner, restaurant owner. So I talked to the lady and said, "Hey, there's a bad competition in my noodle," and I definitely didn't feel happy about that. And I noticed that you didn't wash your hands. So I want to remind you that with that in mind, be prepared that you either not getting any customers nor you getting any customers. Yeah, you can lose customers with this kind of service. So that is the kind of review that I give. So when I have like a really strongly bad impression or a really good impression, I would review about it. But it is neutral. This is kind of like man. So no.
So come back to your experience. If you say you talk to the owner because you're so angry about it, you just want to let it out, or you want to help the owner to.
No, I want to help the owner. That's why.
Okay.
I was partly angry, of course, but I want to help the owner. I don't want them to lose customers. Yeah.
So both.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good for both parties.
Okay. And how about you, Captain? Your experience just share.
I think if I want to share the review of mine, I think I just want more people to know how this restaurant food is not bad. And I think I'm same view with Joe. I will not, I don't think that review.
Oh, you're a good person. Wow.
If this is restaurant, if this restaurant is bad, why should I come back to the home and spend time sign in and to
Oh,
But that's a
really? That
very
makes
good
sense.
point, though.
Yeah, probably you have a very bad experience. You just want to let it out. They just want to.
Most
compare
people
with
do
my
that.
friend? Yeah, why should I share with
But
They
if
make
you will have another customers, so they're not going to go to have the bad experience.
whatever? I will
Okay.
not.
And they make a valid point. Like, I mean, they won't go the distance of going online and commenting on the review page, but I think they will share the negative word of mouth with people, and that can be just as effective as an online source. So, like, she just told us all about this one place that she hated, and then we are probably going to tell 20 other people about this restaurant, and I think it sets a chain reaction of just word of mouth, but not dealing with reviews.
And one of my friends, she is very addicted to give the online review on the
So it's like
Yeah.
a habit.
yeah, like
Yeah.
because like Yelp, they have some kind of party in the
They
certain
do.
time. Yeah, and she want to join them, and because you have to get some credit.
You
Based on the review.
Actually, I will come back to that later. But it's just to summarize what you just said. Most of you give the online review to try to help the restaurants and the hotel, right? And try to help others. That's correct. And winners brought up a new idea here that sometimes you try to give the online review because you were so angry, you experience extreme feeling, you so angry or so happy, and you want to just share it. No purpose at all. Have you ever feel that way?
I think when I read a review, and I read reviews about restaurants many times, and I see people ranting about the negative stuff that they see, but at the same time, I think it's almost biased to just listen to that one person. I think you need to read multiple reviews to offset that negativity, because people can be very biased and they can just be personally angry with the restaurant and say everything was bad, but in fact it really wasn't.
Oh, I mean, that's from yourself. For example, Peter, first like this. If you have a very bad day, somebody yell at you, you just want to snap something. Does that happen? When you experience a bad experience in restaurants, will you like to just shout it out really loud just because you are angry? You want somebody to shout it. That is what I say that when people try to like you give online review because you just want to have somebody to snap it, not really for any particular purpose. Have you ever experienced that feeling?
Like I said, I mean, people do that, yeah. I don't know if that's the answer you're looking for.
Okay, and I will come back to Catherine about your friend. You say that it's a habit. Do you think that do you think that she does that because it's the way that she socializes with other people?
She very enjoyed the process and enjoyed a group of people they really like the food and give the review and or discover some new food. And those group of people, the Yelp company, they get those people together and make some parties. She enjoyed that. That's what they socialize.
Have you ever experienced like people the joys when people contact with you or interact with you by reply to your review? What will be the reason for you to do the review?
Is this another question, or is this like for her?
For all of you,
Oh.
just discuss it.
I think because you had a really good point. Like, your friend is socially driven to comply to this online review site, and I think For some people, this could be a habit, like people are doing Instagram or Facebook every day. For them, that's just second nature and pleasurable for them. And I think the reason why they do it is because they want people to respond. They want the likes. They want additional comments. And it's that joy that comes with the online review.
How about you, Amy? Do you think that giving review is a way for people to socialize?
Yeah, I told you before that it depends on the person if he is social, more social, and if he biased or no. But for me, when I just give review, I don't wait to someone to reply because I just give my experience, and then if you accept that or no, it doesn't mean I don't want to respond to my review.
So you don't really care about what people
Yeah,
respond
exactly.
to your review.
I think it's because of the growth of the technology, the mobile, the mobile internet is in getting uh, more and more
Spread out.
spread out, yeah, and so many people that they are using their own phone to take photo of what they are doing, what they are eating. So it's a way people's life is changed. So they like to post the things to others to show their viewpoints, and it's I think the restaurant should take care of that because that's a way uh, people have the way to see how you are doing. So mm, so so it's important.
Like YouTube, you post a new a video on YouTube here, and people just and you write comment on a video, and people keep reply to your comment. Will you bother to like interact with them? Or just let it be. Just let it go.
Yeah, why not? But the thing is, I see that the conversation is heading nowhere, and then I would stop myself. There's no point in participating in a conversation that has no meaning. Like, for example, like, I mean, it's like keyboard warrior, Some people say everything they want, just getting destroyed. Yeah. So you are making yourself a fool when you are participating in a way. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
So unless it's valid, I would try and tell them that I'm not really a biased person. So they don't understand that.
For that reason, I don't want to read the response because sometimes it makes me angry.
So it's like,
So I feel like it just all depends on the person. Even like what I said earlier, it's all based on the person's social desirability.
so it's kind of like, simple. There's 100 degrees to say what happens if they have like exactly 50 positive, exactly 50 negative. What are you gonna do? So the thing is, you look at the product, you see, I really need this, and then you try to convince yourself the good sides and the bad sides. Yeah.
How about you? Do you care about people agree or disagree with your comment? You better read that. If they comment on your comment, will you read that? Okay. And another point that I want to talk about is sometimes people are more likely to give the review when the product is important to you. I know you are like technology, so you will be more likely to give review about camera, about laptop, rather than food. Maybe definitely.
Yeah, I would say yes because I don't really do reviews on internet, but I do it with my mom. Yeah, because I like it. It's part of me, so that's why I want to talk about it. So I wouldn't mind doing a review about it. So unless it's something that bothers me, I wouldn't mind.
And because it's your interest field, so you feel like you have more knowledge about what you talk about.
Yeah, so like when you give me a review, it's more like you're pulling out from your own knowledge. So you're confident about it and you show that your review is accurate, and that's what you're gonna do. review about it, you see that, oh, this is a bad sign. This camera has, the design is weird. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't suggest you guys try it. Something like that. You are confident in your own knowledge that it would help other people. So you should contribute it by reviewing. So that's what you do. So for example, when you mutually food, you just eat whatever is offered. Then of course you won't get a little of food. So it's all about self-interest.
I think it's different from you, right? Because you will be
Very
very,
different.
very likely to be online without food because
Yeah.
you have interest in food.
I'm just saying.
A major
Yeah.
passion and love for food and restaurants.
So
So I
I'm just saying what else.
Yeah, no, yours is a different situation, but I guess, see, that's what I'm saying. It varies for every type of person, and I think what he said is important about self-interest.
So right now in the restaurants, they bring out a soup, and I can see things whether it's bad or whether it is good. But you can see that they do it different from your knowledge, and the onion is not cut right, and then the temperature is not good, probably because you have knowledge about that,
I do it every time.
and you will be
Like, honestly, look, because I went to a restaurant, Saturday, and like I went with my family, and they gave me the food,
Mhm.
and like my cousins are like, "Oh, how is everything?" I was like, "Oh, this is great," but in my mind, I was like, "This rice is cold. Like I cannot eat it. I don't know why these vegetables are in here because they have no taste. The sauce here is broken. There's like butter all over it." And they're like asking me, "How's the food?" I was like, "I'm not gonna complain. Like, good, yeah."
you
So like
cannot
I will critique everything in my mind. Sometimes I do tell it to people, but most times I won't. It just depends.
That's true.
But I think that there are a lot of people like me who do comment on the food. And I know that if the experience is bad or the food is bad, like the pho with the bug, people are prone to find more negative factors about the restaurant. And that's totally true, because if I say, okay, the food is not good, what good is in this restaurant? The wall is bad, there's a hole in it, the waiter doesn't really care about me, the cooks don't have gloves on, or whatever the case may be. So I think the experience is important, and that's why the experience is translated into the review.
So I think you are very tolerant people, but do you think overall, people with more knowledge in one area will be more likely to give the review? For example, like come back to the example that I gave you. Me and you go into the restaurants, right? So I have no knowledge about restaurants, but you can see every detail of that. So do you agree that you will more likely to give the review because you have more knowledge?
I think I would give a better review on the restaurant as opposed to you, and no offense to you, but I do think that's why Yelp.com has different types of commenters, and there's different types of levels that people can climb. And when it comes to Yelp.com, maybe your friend is an elite commenter, and when you're an elite commenter, you really have to prove to the website that you have experience and knowledge in this topic, and you're like classified on the website for that specific profile. And I think those people are the most reliable and valid resources for reviews.
Amen. Tell me a favorite brand, whatever, or the watch, or mobile phone.
Okay, for products, I don't really like to read review about
No,
food.
just your
That's
favorite.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, for product, yeah. Sometimes when I read review, that
I'm so sorry, but I'm just asking you, what is your favorite product, whatever product it is,
electronic,
electronic, which brand?
I don't care about the brand, but
Okay, so
yeah,
electronic.
yeah,
electronic. So you'll be more likely to give the review when it is electronic product, when it will rather than food product.
yeah, exactly.
Like Apple computers, like is
No.
that what you're talking about?
I don't want to be biased, but I don't like
Apple.
And you know what, me
I don't
neither.
like- if,
Me
if-
neither.
Even if you just you have positive word of mouth and you just explain what is the product and what are the positive and negative. But for me, I don't care about because I don't like.
So
Yeah.
And you can't
yeah,
convince you.
acceptable.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he's loyal to the brand.
okay. Anybody want to share? Catherine, Joe, Q. You have to have a product that you keep connected to, right? You have a specific brand perfume.
Well, good cue.
Perfume, lipstick, hair products, clothes. Girl loves clothing. Panasonic? Okay.
It is an actual thing.
So you will be more likely to give review about the brand compared to what if you could?
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. Whatever I buy, whenever before I buy the stuff, I will watch the review of other people. But I'm lazy. I won't leave the review for others. Yeah, cause I need to log in and what else. But I think.
Yeah, sorry. My point is here is sometimes people will give, for example, if I have a Samsung and I also have an Apple phone, so I like Samsung better. So I bought both of the phone. But if I have problem with them, I'll be more likely to give a review on the Samsung than the Apple because I connected to the brand. That's the point that I'm trying to say. So I'm just want to know if you do you have a favorite brand? Please avoid electronic. We have enough electronic. So what the other? Beer. Yeah, beer. Definitely.
Beer, yes, for beer, I have some of my favorite brand. It just tastes different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one name.
Oh, like Qingdao.
Okay.
What is
It's
this?
Chinese.
It's a beer?
Yes, it's beer.
Say it again.
Qingdao.
I'm trying to find it here.
Can I find it in the store?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find it in America.
Yeah, right. Find out. I tried it.
Cool. So give me another name.
Yeah, I want to try this now.
Oh, I don't do it.
Give me another name of a beer company that you don't care or you don't like. You don't care.
Yeah, very
Heineken.
Some of
Heineken. Heineken.
Kind of like. I don't like any kinds of IPO.
IPO
Don't
beer.
try it.
Yeah,
Don't
IPO.
try it.
I just don't like that kind of beer.
Okay.
There's a different
So-
style of beer.
My scenario is you have a scenario with your I forgot the name already. Your favorite beer. Okay.
Yeah, Qingdao.
And you have a problem with both of them. Will you be more likely to give the review with your favorite beer, or you will be more likely to give to the
Absolutely, I'll give my review to the favorite beer.
my point?
Yeah, I feel I'm closer to that brand. Yeah, just like I'm not gonna if I meet a 陌生人怎么说？ I meet a stranger, but I see some of his behavior is weird. I'm not gonna pay attention on him and to discuss with my friends to waste my time on discussing that person. But if one of my friends or if one of my family members have some weird habit, I will discuss that because I want to because that person is closer to me. So it's
Yes.
just like the brand. You feel you are more you are closer to the brand you like. In my opinion.
Thank you. That's all I need.
But I think I'm just confused because why are people talking about products? I think products are different than services. In my opinion, I definitely think so. Because like a product, I will vouch for the product. I will only buy that product.
And
But
for service, you will
and-
always come back to the restaurant.
no, I won't though.
Really?
No, like I can have a good experience at one place, but that doesn't mean I'll come back to it. Like I want to try another restaurant or something different. And I think again, it's all self-interest. That's such a good word and such a good point. And I think a service is so very differently oriented than a good. And like I don't want to, degrade anyone, but I just want to state that because
well, that was
it's
very good
important.
point.
I think.
So it says the difference between product and service to you. How about the other people?
Yeah.
So you feel loyal to a service product, but how about service like Daniel? You just want to
I'm
have a
not
new
lo-
experience.
Yeah, I'm not really loyal to some restaurants unless it's like sushi that I love so much. Like, that's my favorite food. So like maybe I'll pick a favorite sushi place, but in general, I'm not really loyal to a lot of
No,
restaurants.
the thing is not like you have a restaurant that you have a good experience only. I'm talking if the restaurants you feel attached to, will you come back there more frequently and give more review about that? In your case, you don't have.
I don't have those kind of restaurants,
Yeah,
to be honest
that's
with you. Yeah.
But if you have, you will be more likely to give a review about that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So anybody want to add anything about product involvement? Okay. So basically, I just covered the model of my research, and before I end the focus group, overall, do you guys want to add anything about purpose that you did online? Any new purpose, motive?
I think to start the conversation, because everyone's thinking, I would like to state that it's a good question, like Joe said. That's a very good point about comments on this topic because it's a very, I think, popular and trendy topic. I also think that the word of mouth has changed to reviews, just because the internet is such a
The online
pivotal.
review is called the electronic word of mouth, actually. So no, I just want to discover if my models already cover your ideas, and if it's not, then if it's maybe something new, so I can add it up and try to research further. But if you already cover it, then we are fine. So, thank you very much for participating today. I really appreciate it. You have a very nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.